Well, I'm coming to you from India Gate. Well, two things are clear. First is that I'm feeling a little breeze in the air. And second, the smog has returned to the national capital. First, let's directly go to the visuals, because visuals will give you the actual story from India Gate area, that how smog has started to engulf the national capital once again. Well, this is a phenomenon which we see every year, year after year in the national capital, and it's just the beginning of the winters. And you can see this haze around on your screens. You can see that, you can feel that that grey area, that smog coming to the ground levels, and in fact the smog engulfing this particular area. Now the air quality index has definitely deteriorated. This is that evident fact. In fact, from this very point, if we usually see, we can see Rashtrapati Bhavan or the President House very clearly. But now, due to that very smog and very bad air, that President's House is not quite visible. So this is one of those evidences which say that Delhi is witnessing heavy smog once again. Well, now let's talk about the numbers. Well, AQI, the air quality index, has plummeted to poor to very poor categories. Well, largely in national capital, the air quality remains in the poor category. But now, in certain pockets, the pollution levels have gone to very poor category. And owing to that and acting upon it, the government has enacted graded action response plan. Or in fact, the second level of that very plan has been implemented here in the national capital. With this implementation comes a lot of do's and don'ts which the people of the national capital can do. Very first is that there will be an increase in the fees of parking spaces in the national capital, because with this, what the government does is they discourage the people to use their own vehicles. Instead, the second point is the government has asked to use has urged the public to actually use public transport more, so that pollution levels could be brought down in the national capital. Other than that, one important thing is that this is the second level of this action plan. Now, in case the pollution levels, or in fact the air deteriorates further, the action graded response plan 3 will enact, and followed by the fourth one. In fact, the restrictions in those areas are even very stringent. So as of now, it's around noon in the national capital, and still there is a lot of haze here at India Gate. In fact, you can also feel that pinch in your eyes actually standing in this air. In fact, it's a little bit breezy out here. So the air quality has deteriorated, and in fact authorities are swinging into action also with implementing different sorts of remedies and plans to actually curb this situation. Well, this is a every year phenomenon. In fact, this time around also, if we talk about other numbers, 25% of the pollution, the reason of pollution remains to be vehicular movement. That every year is one of the prime reason. In fact, one of the more worrying reason is the burning of the biomass. That is yet another point to worry about. So as of now, the quality of Delhi has started to deteriorate. And in fact, this is just the beginning of the winter season. The winters have not come completely yet, but the problem of air has once again touched the national capital. And in fact, it seems that this time also people have to bear with the bad air quality. In fact, you remember that piece of blue cloth we used to put on our faces? Yes, the mask. I think that also needs to return in the national capital.